Marthanda Varma stands tall in the annals of Indian history. He was a visionary king, a skilled warrior, and reshaped the destiny of Travancore. Born in 1706, Marthanda Varma inherited a kingdom in turmoil. His reign, spanning nearly 3 decades, witnessed remarkable transformations. He strengthened Travancore's military might and implemented crucial administrative reforms. He left behind a legacy that continues to inspire. This essay delves into the life and achievements of this remarkable ruler. We will explore how he shaped Travancore into a powerful and prosperous kingdom. Marthanda Varma was not just a conqueror, he was a shrewd strategist and administrator. He understood that the power of a king lay not just in military strength but also in the well-being of his people. His reforms were aimed at improving the lives of his subjects. He focused on agriculture, trade and the arts. He worked tirelessly to establish a just and equitable society. This essay will take you on a journey through Marthanda Varma's reign. We will witness his struggles, his triumphs, and his enduring impact on Travancore. From the battlefield to the administrative chamber, we will explore the multifaceted personality of this remarkable king. By understanding Marthanda Varma, we gain insights into a pivotal period in South Indian history. Marthanda Varma was born into the royal family of Travancore. His father, Raghava Varma, died when he was just a year old. Young Marthanda Varma grew up in a time of political instability. Travancore was a small kingdom surrounded by powerful neighbors and riddled with internal conflicts. The power of the throne was limited, as local chieftains, known as the Etavitil Pilamar, held significant influence. They often challenged the authority of the king. The Yogakar, a council of nobles and priests, further restricted the king's power. Adding to the kingdom's woes, European powers, particularly the Dutch, were vying for control of the lucrative spice trade. Marthanda Varma ascended the throne in 1729, inheriting a kingdom on the brink of collapse. He faced internal rebellions, external threats, and a declining economy. However, Marthanda Varma was not one to back down from challenges. He possessed a sharp mind, a strong will, and a deep love for his kingdom. He was determined to restore Travancore to its former glory. He set out to consolidate his power, knowing he had to break the shackles that bound the throne. His early reign was marked by strategic alliances. He understood the importance of diplomacy and forged alliances with the English East India Company and the Madurai Nayaks. These alliances proved crucial in his fight against the Dutch and other rival kingdoms. Marthanda Varma was a shrewd diplomat, knowing how to use alliances to his advantage. He laid the foundation for his future conquests, aiming to create a strong and independent Travancore. Marthanda Varma was a brilliant military strategist. He understood the importance of a strong and disciplined army. He inherited a kingdom with no standing army and quickly set about creating one. He recruited soldiers from various parts of his kingdom and trained them in the latest warfare techniques. He sought the expertise of Dutch officers to modernize his army. He incorporated cavalry and artillery into his forces, making his army a formidable force. Marthanda Varma's reign was marked by constant warfare. He led his army from the front, inspiring his soldiers with his courage and determination. He understood that to strengthen Travancore, he needed to subdue the rebellious local chieftains and expand his kingdom's territories. He embarked on a series of military campaigns aimed at consolidating his power and expanding his kingdom's borders. He first targeted the powerful Etavitil Pilamar, chieftains who had long posed a threat to the throne. Through a combination of military might and strategic alliances, he subdued the rebellious lords, stripped them of their power, and brought their territories under his direct control. This victory was crucial, consolidating his power within his kingdom. He then turned his attention to the neighboring kingdoms, realizing that Travancore's survival depended on controlling the lucrative spice trade, dominated by the Dutch East India Company. Marthanda Varma's military campaigns were not just about conquest. They were also about securing strategic trade routes and creating a buffer zone around his kingdom. His victories brought him immense wealth, which he used to further strengthen his army and improve the lives of his subjects. His military achievements earned him the title of Marthanda Varma the Great, and he was known as the maker of modern Travancore. The Battle of Colachel in 1741 was a watershed moment. It was a turning point in Marthanda Varma's reign, cementing his position as a formidable ruler and marking the decline of Dutch power in the region. The Dutch East India Company had established a strong presence in Kerala, controlling the spice trade and eyeing territorial expansion. Marthanda Varma's growing power alarmed the Dutch, who saw him as a threat to their commercial interests. They formed an alliance with some local rulers and decided to crush his growing influence. The Dutch landed a formidable force near Colocal, a coastal town in Travancore, confident of victory. They underestimated Marthanda Varma's military acumen. Outnumbered and outgunned, he refused to back down. He rallied his troops and inspired them with his courage and patriotism. The Battle of Colocal was fierce and bloody. Marthanda Varma's forces fought with unmatched valor, employing guerrilla warfare tactics and using their knowledge of the terrain to their advantage. The Travancore army inflicted a crushing defeat on the Dutch forces, capturing the Dutch governor Eustachius de Lannoy. This victory sent shockwaves throughout the region, establishing Marthanda Varma as a force to be reckoned with, and marking the beginning of the decline of Dutch power in Kerala. The captured Dutch commander de Lannoy was so impressed by Marthanda Varma's leadership that he offered his services to the Travancore king. De Lannoy played a pivotal role in modernizing the Travancore army, training them in European warfare techniques, and helping to strengthen the kingdom's defenses. Section 5. Reforming a kingdom administration and economic policies. Marthanda Varma was not just a military genius, he was a visionary administrator. He understood that a strong kingdom needed a sound administrative system. He inherited a kingdom with a weak and decentralized administration. So, he set about reforming the administrative structure. He centralized the administration and divided his kingdom into various provinces. He appointed able administrators to govern these provinces. Marthanda Varma realized the importance of a loyal and efficient bureaucracy. He broke the power of the feudal lords and established a council of ministers to assist him in governing the kingdom. He introduced a system of revenue collection based on land surveys and assessments. This ensured a steady flow of income to the royal treasury. Marthanda Varma was acutely aware of the importance of trade. He knew that Travancore's prosperity depended on its spice trade, so he took steps to promote trade and encourage the cultivation of pepper, which was a highly prized commodity in the European markets. He established a royal monopoly on the pepper trade, ensuring that the profits flowed into the royal treasury. He also took steps to curtail the Dutch monopoly on the spice trade. He encouraged Syrian Christian traders to break the Dutch stronghold on the spice trade. To facilitate trade, he improved the infrastructure of his kingdom. He built roads and bridges and dug canals. He established a strong navy to protect the kingdom's coastline from pirates. Realizing the importance of agriculture, he provided irrigation facilities to the farmers and encouraged the cultivation of new crops. He took steps to improve the lives of his subjects by introducing measures to improve sanitation and healthcare. His administrative and economic reforms transformed Travancore, making it one of the most prosperous kingdoms in South India. Section 6. A patron of arts and faith, cultural and religious contributions. Marthanda Varma was a great patron of arts and literature. He understood the importance of culture and knew it played a vital role in fostering a sense of unity. It created a shared identity among his people. He invited scholars, poets, and musicians to his court and provided them with patronage. He encouraged the development of various art forms, including Kathakali, Kudiyattam, and Thalal, which are still popular in Kerala today. He commissioned the construction of several temples and renovated existing ones. He was a devout Hindu and a staunch devotee of Lord Vishnu. He believed that his kingdom belonged to Lord Padmanabhaswamy and considered himself to be just a servant of the deity. He made several offerings to the temple, including gold, silver, and precious stones. He introduced several reforms in the administration of the temple aimed at improving its efficiency and enhancing the religious experience of the devotees. He built a new palace complex close to the Padmanabhaswamy temple and shifted his residence to this new palace to be closer to the deity. He introduced the Reshaped ceremony, a unique ceremony involving the continuous chanting of Vedas and other Hindu scriptures. This ceremony continues to be performed at the Padmanabhaswamy temple to this day. Marthanda Varma's contributions to the arts and religion left an indelible mark on the cultural landscape of Travancore. His reign was a golden age for the arts and religion in the kingdom. Section 7. The Divine Kingship, the Thrippadidanam Ceremony. In 1750, Marthanda Varma performed a historic ceremony known as the Thrippadidanam Ceremony. He surrendered his kingdom to Lord Padmanabhaswamy and declared himself to be the deity's servant. This act had profound implications, changing the very nature of kingship in Travancore. From that day onwards, the rulers of Travancore ruled not in their own right, but as the representatives of Lord Padmanabhaswamy. The Thrippadidanam ceremony was not just a symbolic act, it had practical implications. It helped Marthanda Varma legitimize his rule. He had come to power by suppressing powerful local chieftains and annexing several smaller kingdoms. This ceremony helped him gain the acceptance of his subjects and silenced his critics. By surrendering his kingdom to Lord Padmanabhaswamy, he placed himself above all earthly disputes and became the defender of the faith and the protector of the Padmanabhaswamy temple. This move was politically astute as it ensured the stability of his kingdom and strengthened his authority. The Thrippadidanam ceremony had a lasting impact on the history of Travancore. It shaped the relationship between the rulers and the ruled and influenced the social and political life of the kingdom. The rulers of Travancore took their role as the servants of Lord Padmanabhaswamy very seriously. They ruled with justice and compassion, dedicating their lives to the service of the deity and the well-being of their subjects. Section 8. The Legacy of a Visionary Death and Succession. Marthanda Varma ruled Travancore for 29 years, transforming a small and weak kingdom into a powerful and prosperous one. He died in 1758, leaving behind a legacy of courage, determination, and visionary leadership. He is remembered as one of the greatest rulers in the history of Kerala. He had no children and was succeeded by his nephew, Rama Varma, who became known as Dharma Raja. Dharma Raja continued his uncle's legacy, consolidating the gains made by Marthanda Varma and further expanding the kingdom's territories. He ruled Travancore for another 37 years, bringing an era of peace and prosperity to the kingdom. Marthanda Varma's legacy extends beyond his military conquests and administrative reforms. He left an indelible mark on the cultural and religious life of Travancore. He was a patron of the arts and a devout Hindu who made significant contributions to the development of temple architecture. He introduced several religious ceremonies that are still performed today. He is also credited with codifying the Travancore royal family's laws of succession by introducing the Marumakatayam system. This ensured the continuation of the royal lineage and prevented succession disputes. Section 9. Conclusion. Marthanda Varma's enduring impact. Marthanda Varma's reign was a turning point in the history of Travancore. He inherited a kingdom in turmoil and transformed it into a powerful and prosperous state. He was a skilled military strategist, an able administrator, and a visionary leader. He laid the foundation for the modern state of Kerala. His military conquests expanded the kingdom's territories and secured its borders. His administrative reforms centralized the government and improved the lives of his subjects. His cultural contributions enriched the artistic and religious landscape of the kingdom. He is remembered as the maker of modern Travancore, and his legacy continues to inspire generations of Keralites. Marthanda Varma's life and achievements offer valuable lessons for leaders even today. His emphasis on unity, good governance, and the well-being of his people resonates in contemporary times. His story serves as a reminder that true leadership lies in serving the people and building a legacy that stands the test of time.